Accept everything always, because what you resist will persist. This is a lesson I have learned many times, and the universe still feels the need to test me and make sure my convictions of self are solid, because I've had a lot of experiences these last couple weeks that have really just shaken some things internally with me. Just a little bit, a little rattle here, a little rattle there. I won't bore you guys with the details, but I have had to remind myself to come back to my core value of deep acceptance and surrender of whatever happens to me. And I want to share with you guys why this is so important, because a lot of times life just happens, and it doesn't happen the way you want things to go. You might have dreams that you haven't achieved yet. You might have goals that you're working towards, or maybe you've been just working so damn hard on yourself and working on your dreams and building up the next version of yourself, that the fact that things haven't taken off or escalated to that level yet, even though you've been putting in the work, maybe it's weighing you down. It's been weighing me down a little bit. And then just these things, sometimes things happen that are out of our control, and we have these moments where we're just wondering, like, man, what's even the point? Like, why am I still fighting and, hoping things would be better? And I think in those moments, that's when it's the most vital to actually just surrender and accept to your life's circumstances. Now, I don't know what you're going through, but if you clicked on this video, there's something in your life that's bothering you. Might be a situation, might be the fact that you haven't achieved your dreams, it might be something to do with a relationship or a breakup or a lack of relationship, or just not making the money you want, not having, oh my gosh, I have brain fog right now, not having lived up to your values for yourself. But the answer is acceptance. Acceptance of everything, because the more you beat yourself up about what you don't have yet, what you haven't achieved yet, what hasn't happened for you yet, the way things played out in the past, regret, the more you buy into that and you feed those narratives and you live in those narratives, the more you're going to hurt, the more you're going to suffer, the more you're going to be in pain. What you resist will persist. The more you are in resistance to what is in your reality around you, the more you're going to suffer. That's just literally it. The more you don't like the way things have played out, and the more you think about it, the more you're going to suffer. But when you accept everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, who you are, your personality, where you're at today on your story, where you're at on your journey, how far you've come, how far you have yet to go, everything. When you get to this place of deep acceptance of everything, and you allow everything to be as it is, that is the catalyst for change and growth. That is the beginning step of you letting go of all of these self-defeating narratives and these stories and all of these pain bodies that we're holding on to. Acceptance is the antidote for all of that. Deep acceptance and surrender to, hey, I accept the world, myself, everything the way it is today. Nothing needs to be changed about this moment. And I'm not saying don't change, because a lot of us should change. A lot of us should grow. A lot of us should adapt and modify things in our life to live more in congruence with the higher version of ourselves and the person we ultimately want to be. I'm not saying don't do the work. Do the work, but accept where you're at on the journey. Accept the times you slip up, the relapses of emotion, the relapses of hell, even alcohol and drugs. I know I got a huge sober following here. Accept the fact that you've tried so hard and things don't work out for you. Accept that it doesn't have to always be that way. Accept that things can change. When you get to this place of deep acceptance and allowance of the way everything is right now, knowing that you're exactly where you're meant to be on your journey, nothing needs to be different about this moment. This moment is perfect. It's the only moment of this moment you're ever going to get. Trust me. Like, weeks, months might go back, and you'll look back on this moment, and then you'll realize, like, why was I so stressed out and upset about this dumb thing instead of just enjoying and living my life exactly where I was at, exactly where I was meant to be. Because I ultimately believe that you, me, everybody watching this video, everybody in this moment in time, we're all exactly where we're meant to be, living the lives we're meant to be. And when you get to this place where you accept that, even if things feel really uncomfortable, the fact that you accept it is such a cathartic, empowering emotion, because when you accept everything and take accountability for everything, all the bullshit, all the good shit, all the bad shit, you elevate, your vibration changes, and you start to look at the world a different way. Like, hey, I have accepted everything about my life situation. I have accepted everything about where I'm at. I have accepted and surrendered to my higher power. God, Christ, Odin. I don't know what that looks like for you, but I have surrendered to this idea of destiny. And wherever I end up, and whatever happens to me, it's meant to happen for me. And it's such a free way to think, because when you connect with this deep sense of self and this deep sense of acceptance and surrender, all the stuff that happens to you really doesn't even matter anymore, because it was meant to happen to you. And when you accept it and you allow it, that's the first step to changing and growing and moving past it. Whatever it is you're stuck in, whatever headspace, whatever negative belief, whatever mindset, whatever toxic narrative that doesn't serve you anymore, accept where you're at and move on from it. And if you can live your life in a realm of deep acceptance, you're going to find a lot more peace. You're going to find a lot more joy. You're going to find yourself playing around with the world and the universe a lot more. So, yeah, like, I accept this video. This is definitely not one of my best videos, in my opinion. I feel like my headspace is scatterbrained, but I'm just going to accept it. This is where I'm at right now. This is what I'm creating right now. It's not the best video I've ever done. It's definitely not the worst video I've ever done. It might get like 2 views, or no views, or 50 views. I might get one of you guys commenting. I might get none of you guys commenting. I might not get any views on this video ever. But I don't think any of that really matters, because I've accepted the way the world is, and I've accepted where I'm at on my journey. And if things take off for me, they take off for me. And if they don't, they don't. And there's really nothing else to do besides breathe, just be, enjoy my story where I'm at right now, this moment, talking to you guys, because there'll never be another moment like this. And that in itself is such a beautiful thing. So let's not beat ourselves up about the things we can't change, but rather let's accept it, change what we can change, move forward, and know that it is our right to just enjoy the day. Be where you're at, because where you're at is where you're meant to be. Breathe. And connect to something deeper. Yeah, I hope this helps somebody out there. Talk to you guys on the next one.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way.